What is up? What is up, YouTube? Hey, check out, man. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I swear I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing to my foot. I woke up, man. I was just sitting here, man. I was sitting here doing some work. And I went to bed like, man, it's my foot. What the heck is wrong with my foot? I've been just sitting here, I swear. Now something, man, when you get 60, stuff it just decide to hurt like, fuck it. I'm gonna hurt today. I swear I ain't do nothing, man. It's like my ankle was, oh my God. Anyway, check this out, man. This is exclusive about Tyler Perry. Look, Tyler Perry ex-friend. Now, I heard about this before. It's dark outside. I was going to do a reaction outside. The sun hadn't came up yet in the Philippines. And then I said, it's dark out there. I said, I should go out there and just do it in the dark and have some light shining on me. And I said, no way. Not with all this. I don't want y'all to think, you know, I'm all man over here, baby. I'm 1000% man. Anyway, man, y'all hit that subscribe button. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? I think it's the weekend or something here, man. I don't even know what today's date is. Let me see what today's date is. It's Saturday morning. Is it Saturday morning? The 2nd. I'm getting confused. Yep, it's Saturday morning the 2nd. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, baby. I had to pull my calendar up to make sure I ain't lying to y'all. Make sure I ain't lying to y'all, okay? Shout out to everybody that said happy birthday to me, man. It was so many, dog. Thank y'all so much. When you get like 500,000 subscribers, you're gonna get at least 10,000 happy birthdays, man. And boy, y'all got me over here almost in tears. I'm in tears, man. I'm like, I can't believe all this is happening, man. And thank y'all, man. I'm just being myself, being true to the game. I'm going to do a fundraiser. I'm gonna surprise some people. We're gonna do some electric. I don't know if we're gonna just do a generator and just send money for gas. That might be easier for right now. But we're trying to do this solar thing, man. And I would love to film all the whole thing about getting this solar put up. But my foot hurt. I can't even walk around with a camera. How am I do a daggone, man? You know what? We need workman's comp on this job. we need time off with pay. Anyway, man, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out. Here we go. Hey. Okay. Oh, no, we can't have no 30 minutes of that. There he go. That's him, y'all. Wait a minute.
Jesus turned water to wine, right, Jason? What they said? Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
You don't understand. Like, I am so...
Go ahead, girl.
Like, you know, I don't like cussing around people a lot. You know what I'm saying? I cuss on my show. But I'm like so happy that I got you here. Mm-hmm. Every single person was like, Tasha, especially when all those lawsuits hit and everything was coming out, everybody's business. You know, Cat Williams said it was like 2025, all lies will be revealed. Everybody was like, Tasha, you need to talk to Watch Lee. You need to talk to Watch Lee.
That's interesting.
Everybody, they was like, this is the person. I guess maybe years ago, I came across some of your videos like years ago when I first got in it. But like you were like, we were in the same lane. Like you had your channel going, we were blogging. And then I took off on the Steve Harvey stories and stuff like that. But like you were talking about, your relationship with Tyler Perry in the friend group that you guys were in.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on.
That's interesting because no one knows when I tell you he is.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, when these people come out and they start marching, I can't get up, man. My foot hurt. But these people, these are the people saying firsthand. They ain't saying I heard from somebody else. Well, I heard the grapevine, but there's a broken vine right there, so we don't trust that part of the vine. But this person over here, he always brings some smoke. Nah, they the smoke. They bringing it themselves, baby. They the ones saying it. I call you back. Let's go.
So private. And I heard that he bought a damn house on an island and got a private island in Bahamas. I'm like, what are you trying to hide?
What he has been able to do is he silenced everybody. One of the things that Tyler Perry is very good at, what he learned from Oprah, is have everybody sign agreements to shut your mouth. And what do you call those agreements?
NDAs.
Everybody. And that way, once you silence them and pay them whatever amount of money. Some people were on Tyler Perry's payroll, but they weren't working for Tyler Perry. But they were still getting paid.
Okay.
And still coming in signing these NDAs. And they went, what is $100,000 a year? For some people, if you ain't doing
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But
that's
it
a whole lot of
you.
money.
It makes you sit down and not say anything. And then
especially if you wait a minute. If you in the closet, think about it, y'all. If you in the closet and you can get $100,000 and get your freak on, I wouldn't say nothing either. I wouldn't even need the $100,000. I'm gonna get my freak on if I want to get my freak on in the closet. At $100,000, of course I wouldn't say nothing. I would help spread the lie for $100,000. Shoot, I call y'all back, man. Let me call y'all back. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's go on with the story. Hush, Uncle Mike.
And come back in another year or two. Let's resign this. We'll continue this. But he didn't want them working for him anymore. But they were still getting paid.
Because I know the latest guy, the pretty white dude.
Yeah.
I think his name is Dylan, if I'm not mistaken.
I know who you're talking about, his name, but I've saw the videos and saw this.
Found him through like a kind of a temp, kind of bartending agency. Mm-hmm. There's a guy that is always just kind of service Tyler Perry's parties, and he sends attractive men to Tyler, and then Tyler approaches the men while they're bartenders and things, working his parties.
I've been to a couple of Tyler Perry's parties.
Oh.
Yeah, this was years ago, though. Big, elaborate parties. I mean, catered affairs. They were beautiful parties. Mm. He had some houses out in South Fulton's where he had a couple of houses out there that he buy one house, sell it. The first movie he did was at that house. What's the movie?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
Yeah, that was his house.
Okay.
So after he left that house, he had some other homes in that same area that he had built, and before he moved to Buckhead. But he had a lot of parties out there. I mean, it was nothing. I mean, it was just everybody would come to the staff, people who were in the plays, and I knew Tyler through it.
Yeah, like how did you and Tyler meet? Like how long have you?
So my best friend was a guy named Eric Labman. And this goes back to the early 90s when Tyler said he was homeless. Now, why Tyler Perry came up with this homeless story, saying he was homeless, I have no clue.
Because of Oprah, man. Oprah teach you how to tell them lies. Oprah and Ellen and Diddy. Yeah, you got to have a good story. Steve Harvey lied about him sleeping out of a car. He probably stayed about a week in a car because he didn't want to go home. Come on, man. Everybody, I slept in a car for a little while so I can have me a good story. Well, maybe a week or two sleeping in a car. And just like Catch Me As You Can. He said, man, why don't you just go home? I could have just went home. I sure could have. In fact, I had 3 homes I could have went to.
I need a sympathy story. Tiffany Haddish got one too.
Yeah.
She stayed with her grandmother. Her grandmother said she ain't gonna come in here at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, Tyler, he claims he was living out of his car. But he was actually staying with a friend of mine named Eric Labman. And it was Eric Labman, Tyler Perry, Tyrone Robinson. So there was one other.
Tyrone Robinson. That sounds familiar.
In Eric's house. Eric was a hairstylist. But that was Tyler Perry's best friend at the time. And they ended up, it's a long story.
How many years ago was this? Like 20?
This had to be in the early 90s, like 92, 93.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what
I bought my house in 1993 in Stone Mountain. And so
I was 10 years old then.
So like 1990, I was 23.
I was born in 82,
and
so I was like...
I didn't know who Tyler was at that point. He was friends with Eric because he just kind of stayed out of the way. But later on, in about 96, 97, 90, 98, when he started doing those plays, because he did the first play with Eric, and I don't think it did too well. I can't remember, because I remember I don't know if Eric was saying, hey, my friend Tyler, we doing these plays, and blah, 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 you need to come see it, and blah, blah. And I was doing construction, building and renovating houses at that time. So it wasn't like I had time to really travel, because they were doing a little chicken circuit going here, there with these plays. This was during them.
And he was a hairstylist for the
Well, no,
actors.
Eric was actually an investor.
Oh.
Yeah, Eric and they were doing that plays. They were doing it together because Tyler didn't have any money. But Eric did have some money.
Oh. He was a bank.
To a degree. But there was another person who they got the money from.
Who was that?
Another friend who ended up going to prison for drugs. So that's where the money originally came from.
Okay. Is he still in prison?
Oh, no, he did about 10 years. He's out now.
Okay.
But he was locked up in maybe 93. Summer of 1993, he was caught having some narcotics shipped in from California.
Okay, so trafficking.
Trafficking. Okay. But that's when he went to jail. That money back then, he left some money around, and Eric and Tyler took hold of that money, and that's what they did.
So it wasn't an income tax check.
Income tax check.
That's what he said. He said, I used my first.
I never heard that lie before. Tyler, one of the things I don't like about Tyler Perry is any of these people are this Christian mess. I don't trust in people as far as you can throw their asses.
Shots fired!
I don't trust
Walter Lee after you came out the gate.
I don't trust those people as far as you can throw them because they lie so damn much. And they're very untrustworthy. And every word that come out their mouth is a lie. And God and Jesus and God did this and Jesus did. No, you stole this. Tyler Perry's whole thing, my partner, Earl, who's passed away this year, they used to all go out to Trax. I don't know if you heard of a club called Trax. Well, Trax was a gay club in DC, which was located downtown. In DC. Right across the street from where the aquarium sits now.
Okay, I know what
Trax was there. They had this, they would have a Tuesday night and they had Sophia.
Okay.
She was a comedian.
I remember Sophia.
She dressed in drag or somewhat like drag or something. Red dress, and she was hilarious.
Wait a minute, man. I'm pretty sure it's more than one Trax, but it was a gay club. I don't like saying gay because I don't want people to think I'm offending them, but it was a gay club called Trax, and the reason why it was called Trax because it was railroad tracks. You had to cross over some railroad tracks in order to get to this club. And it was gay as it was gay as I don't know what. Oh my God, man. So, and the reason why I know this type of stuff is because I was a sound technician and they would hire me, or my company wouldn't just hire me to go in to set up sound system for the clubs and everything. We had that contract. So if it's a club, it's a club and we doing the sound system. I ain't care if it was a gay club or not. Shoot, I ain't gay. I'm just doing them, getting that money. Hey, here we go, y'all.
Hey there. And they had Sophia.
Okay.
She was a comedian.
I remember Sophia.
She dressed in drag or somewhat like drag or something. Red dress, and she was hilarious.
Ugly. But hilarious.
But funny.
Yeah.
Way funny than the character that Tyler Perry created. He stole everything. He sat there with a video camera recording Sophia in Trax nightclub. This was a gay club. Tyler was there. Everybody was there. I'm like, one of y'all. I wasn't really into the whole. There was a drag show they would have every Tuesday night. It was something during the week, a work night. Now I'm not a little bit, but Earl would go because he liked to see that. He thought it was funny. So occasionally I would go down there with him. I see Tyler, Eric, and I see everybody sitting down there laughing, having a good time. Sophia was hilarious, funny. I mean, just you'd be just rolling laughing. There was no way you were going to go. But, so Tyler saw something. Because when he did that first play, Medea wasn't there. That character, he created that character after he recorded Sophia multiple times. And that's who he created the character out of, was he stole that material from Sophia.
Sophia, I didn't mean to call you ugly, but we need you to confirm this.
Oh, she has confirmed this on many occasions
really?
on YouTube. Yeah. She has several YouTube videos.
Wow.
But you'll be able to talk to Sophia more in detail. You know, Tyler Perry did a movie with Sophia. I'm saying Sophia. What is his real name? I can't think of his real name.
I can't think of his real name either.
Yeah,
stick with Sophia. That's good.
Okay.
Stick with Sophia. Hell, we don't know his real name either. And it don't even matter to make the story go. So let's roll.
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. He was on TV for a while. But the
He's working with T.S. Madison now sometimes, Sophia.
I've seen them occasionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was around when he was just trying to pick up things to kind of help his plays to be more funnier, I guess, to stick more.
The thing that I disliked about Tyler, this is how we got into it. Tyler liked to use people.
Man.
Actors, the singers, everybody who was in his plays. Nobody was making any money. He didn't pay anybody. Y'all were volunteers. They're like, we just volunteer. I'm like, now, of course, this was the time when he's trying to get the stuff going. He's trying to get the plays going. He's trying to get everything started. They're going on tour, but you're not paying people. People are just kind of like volunteering to help be an actor in the play. But maybe there wasn't no money coming in. Maybe after they rented the venue, maybe it was no money. But I think once the money started to get good and he started making a profit, I think he should have went back and said, thank you.
Of course he should have.
For working with me when I didn't have anything.
Of course
he didn't want to do that. He started getting rid of people. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this person. I'm going to get rid of this person. He literally started
and hiring more like professionals.
Well, do you?
Because it's sort of like you're indebted to those people.
Has he really hired professional people yet anyway?
He'll get one every now and then to star in a film.
I mean, he's had, let's think of what actress or actor. He hasn't had Denzel Washington. Who else has he? I mean, he's had who? Let's see. Let's think. Name some high end. There's some really good talent.
Taraji P?
Who else? Keep going. She's good. I'm not going to knock her because she's excellent. But as he had...
he got Tiana Taylor. She's doing her thing now.
She's doing some stuff now. But I'm talking about somebody like...
When we're stressed out about anything, certainly...
Sit down off your PA.
That's a weird place.
I'm bad.
That's a weird place to drop a daggone advertisement. Because she gonna hit that one a couple of times.
Puffy had paid for the funeral, but then...
Who put up...
Everybody tired of Puffy. Here we go.
Wrong with new people, but pay them. Give them what they're worth.
Because he can keep the cost on the production low if they're new.
But I'm making all the money to myself. I'm making the money. I'm keeping the money. You all get nothing.
That is his model.
But I'm a Christian.
That's his business model. He just gave a church $100,000.
I heard about that. Well, he may have changed, but I still hear a lot from a lot of people that they don't make any money over there at Tyler Perry Studios.
I know a lot of people that work there, and it's a job.
Right. It's a dude. I mean, I do the best I can paying my people, but it's a job. I mean, you ain't gonna come on, man. I don't understand. How much should they be making? No matter what the number you say, somebody gonna want more. I don't understand. I mean, you're an actor. What you supposed to make $2 million for acting? It's a salary. It's a y'all got what you call it? A union. If you got a union, you a worker. You punching a clock, dog. Come on, man. I don't understand that part. I never understood that part right there.
It's just like a day job.
Yeah, they don't make any.
They can
It's a
still
day
make
job.
just as much money going to
at
work at a
Kroger's.
restaurant or Kroger's.
Right. They don't make
But
a
it's
lot
just
of...
the being around the who's who, hoping to get
And
that
that's
big
the
break.
thing that bothers me the most about Tyler Perry. And you're a Christian, and you realize the pain you went through, the suffering you had when you didn't have any money, claim you living in your car, but you're not willing to show that same grace to other people that are saying, hey, I'm going to pay you this. I'm gonna lift them up. I mean, am I wrong?
What made me really
You should
start
give the
to,
money away. I
to
don't
really just
understand
kind
that
of
part.
expose Tyler Perry is when the boy that was working for him, the white boy that he had got from the bartending agency that worked his party, he bought him a Jeep, which he has the right to do. He bought him a brand new Jeep. He didn't like his car like within a couple of days of meeting him, according to the boy. Then he gave this guy parts and like shows, but then was paying him like $1 million a season, more than what he was paying like
He was paying for that much?
Yeah, according to the lawsuit, yes. And what made me irritated was that, here you are now being sued by this boy saying that you are abusing your power, inappropriate relationships. He works for you.
I can see it.
You know what I'm saying? And yet it feels like the only reason you're giving him this is so he can give you something in return. But really, he worked. And he said that Tyler Perry would manipulate people a lot by giving them these big roles, these non-black boys that he wanted to sleep with. But then if they didn't get what they wanted, like if he didn't get what he wanted, he would kill their characters.
Right.
He's always killing a character.
Now, I saw that part where he got rid of the character that he was playing, but I didn't realize he was paying him over $1 million.
$1 million a season.
I see this.
And he always brags about, how much I've paid more black actors and actresses.
Oh my God! Yeah, you look here, man. I'm paying you $1 million. You can't without me saying I'm paying you $1 million because I want that buppa. I want that buppa. I gave you a new car, paying you $1 million, and you know why. And he played him. That dude knew. He said, "Man, I think this guy attracted to me, but he keeping you on because he paying you $1 million. You knew good and well that man want that buppa. He want that buppa. And the thing about it is, you knew that, but you wasn't gonna give it to him because you played that little game, man. Come on, man. Everybody play that little. Everybody know the game, baby. Everybody know the game. You may not be from the streets, but you know the game. Here we go, man.
More money than Hollywood has ever paid them. But when you paying Taraji P $500,000, but you're paying Dylan $1 million.
Well, clearly we know something was going on there with Dylan.
Let's talk about, because Tyler Perry's sexuality has been in question for a long time. I don't give a damn
What is the question? When he came, Tyler Perry's been gay since he popped out his mama's coochie. So what is the confusion here?
That he's never said anything, and he's paraded this girlfriend of 9 years around with this child.
A Christian black man with a girlfriend he's never married, who had a baby by something ain't right with this picture. Tyler Perry been gay since he came out of his mama coochie. So what is the concern? He's been gay since he was a little kid.
So when you were around Tyler, y'all was just gay friends?
Everybody was gay, and Tyler was just as gay. He's never changed. He's still a gay man now. I mean, he's not straight. He's gay.
So he's not bisexual?
No.
So that model he was with for 9 years. He
well, you know why he's gay. Well, let me tell you what Tyler Perry told me. Now, this is when we really got into it one night. Well, first off, I got tired of all the people I knew who were working for Tyler. He wasn't making no money.
Everybody talking about the money.
Okay,
man.
but Tyler's pulling up in a Bentley, Mercedes, $100,000, all these expensive cars. I'm like, okay. But I'd be like, did y'all make any money yet? Did anybody get paid yet? No. I'm like, well, when do you all begin to get paid for doing this stuff? He didn't upgrade his lifestyle.
He's
like that now. He keeps all the writing credit, all the producing credit. He hires everybody as what they call
a form of slavery.
Yeah, below the line.
It's like slavery.
And can't be slavery, bro, because they signed it, DNAs, LMNOPs, and they doing it. You can walk away. See you later. Bye. You ain't got to do this. You can go home. You can get out of Atlanta. You can do whatever you want. That ain't slavery. Nah. Don't ever, boy, don't you ever say that it's slavery. Slavery was they will whip your mother. They will kill you if you try to leave. kill your offsprings, rape your loved ones and stuff. That ain't nowhere near no slavery. Don't you ever call it no slavery, man. This what kills me about people. They try to act like it's better than what it is.
He's like that now. He keeps all the writing credit, all the producing credit.
Mm-hmm.
He hires everybody as what they
It's a
call
form
like
of slavery.
Yeah, below the
Ain't no
line.
form.
It's
So
like slavery. Because I'm waiting for the day when you're gonna give me my worth, and I'm doing the plays, I'm doing the shows, I'm doing this, I'm doing. I pray and hope that these people are making money now, but back then they weren't making anything.
I mean, it's decent because, of course, in order to be to have as much
a billionaire,
right, but
So
he's
this-
a billionaire because he owns all the writing credit,
right?
all the producing credit,
Yeah.
and then the actors are just once their project is done, he pays them and they leave. So he keeps pretty much 80% of all the money.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't operate like how most studios operate.
Yeah, because it's his.
It's his. So he doesn't take. I've heard from other various creators that he's taken like stage play ideas from them, scripts, all that stuff,
plays,
repurpose it, and then sell
shows.
it to the.
And he'll say, "Well, God and Jesus put this in my lap." No, that's not what happened. Someone gave this to you, trusting you that you would look at it, review it, and assist them with it. But then you took it as your own.
Yeah.
What
Well, here's the thing, man, and it's so easy to do because this is what happened, and I'm just telling a true story, man. And people were saying, I sent some music and stuff up to Ray J when he first started recording Brandy's brother, not Ray J. I don't even know what they was calling him back then, but it was Brandy's little brother's about to drop an album, and we think your music will fit. And long story short, they didn't use none of the music. They was acting like they was great to use some of the music. This would be good. New producer, new artist, coming out with a new sound. Anyway, they didn't, at the last minute, they decided not to use my music. And then they turn around and his whole album, Ray J's first album, sounds like all my music or similar to the music. But I'm thinking I'm just learning how to do this thing called hip hop. And it wasn't my music because I know my music, but it was close to my music, but my music was close to hip hop. So I was trying to do hip hop and they did hip hop. So I'm thinking they trying to do hip hop. So in my book, in my heart, I don't think they stole my music, but they did similar music. In Tyler Perry case, he's taking written stories and changing stuff around, probably going through the same timeline, but just changing stuff around. Instead of a girl doing this, a boy should do this. Instead of having a big house, he's in a poor house in the beginning. Changing stuff around where the story, if it went to court, it would not say, this ain't your song. This ain't your movie. This ain't yours at all. So everything is changed around. But people like, man, I gave him this play or this script, and then everything sound like my script. So he stole my script, that type of thing. You can't prove it. So what you should have did was you should have made him sign a DNA in that way, or what they call a DN affidavit or whatever the hell I don't care if I sign something. And then I still talk, man. F that piece of paper, man. It's a paper. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
It's not what happened. Someone gave this to you, trusting you that you would look at it, review it, and assist them with it. But then you took it as your own.
What made you start calling Tyler Perry out years ago?
I went to go see a show. Tyler Perry did a movie that shocked me at the end. That girl had AIDS in the movie.
For Color Girls?
Not that one. It's another movie he did. The gay guy jumps out of a box or something in the show, and I didn't like the way he depicted the character. But at the end of the show, the girl, she had HIV. She cheated on her husband. She contracted HIV, and I always thought I didn't like the way he depicted that whole HIV thing. We had so many friends that we all knew who had died from AIDS. Mm-hmm. And I remember just sitting there watching that movie theater thinking, okay, this is ridiculous. I can't think of the name of that movie. But in there's a role in that movie where a gay guy jumps out of. If I'm thinking of the right movie, sometimes I'm a little older now. But after I saw that movie, there was another issue that happened. My friend Tyrone, he got out of prison. Tyrone got out of prison. They had took his money and used it to start doing these plays and stuff. Tyrone came home with nothing. Nothing. That wasn't the agreement. So when Tyrone got out of prison and went back to California, I'm just thinking, I know Tyler going to take care of Tyrone because without Tyrone, this would never have happened. I'm like, okay, yeah. I picked Tyrone up one day. We drove around Atlanta. He was out. He was staying in a halfway house. We talking. I said, "We spoke to Tyler yet?" I'm going to speak to him. I said, "You need to speak to him. You need his number. You need to go ahead and talk to him. Have you spoke to Eric?" I said, "I'm going to talk to everybody." I said, "Okay, you need to talk to them. They doing very well, and you need a little help."
Yeah.
Tyrone went home to California because he had to parole back out. They wouldn't let him stay in Georgia. They made him go back to California. When he got back to California, Tyler Perry came through Los Angeles touring with one of those plays. I was in contact with Tyrone, like, okay, Tyler's there. Let me know what happens. I'm so glad y'all getting together. Finally, you're going to come up a little bit. You deserve it. Tyrone's a great person. I mean, just a really good person. Unfortunately, he got caught up in drug dealing. It happens.
We all have one in our family.
Do you know that Tyler Perry left 2 tickets at will call for him and then wouldn't even see him, wouldn't even speak to him, wouldn't talk to him, wouldn't see him at all.
Dang.
When he went to the back door of that, wherever he was trying to ask him, they were like, "No, you're not on the list." And that was it. That was that.
Because he knew he owed him money.
Remember, Tyler Perry is he's a Christian. And I don't trust them as people as far as you can throw their asses.
Whoa!
And I knew right then and there, I said, okay, Tyler, that took the cake because what would have harmed him to give him something or any type of, even just to sit down with him? Man, I'm glad you're doing okay.
You know what I don't trust? And y'all should think about this. If somebody just walk up to, you meet somebody, you talking to them or whatever, and they just keep saying, I'm a Christian. Okay, you might say that once every blue moon, but if you keep saying that over and over again, that means you hiding something. See, I'm a Christian. And I'm not. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not. I know I'm a Christian. Whatever that definition is. Now, me going to church every Sunday and participating in Bible study and learning the Bible and all that stuff, I don't have to do all that. I don't have to do all that. What I got to do is do on the others as I would want them to do on to me. I want people to be positive and happy. So I want to be positive and happy. So I try to help other people. And that's a true Christian. I ain't got to go around telling people, I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. Come on, man. Get the heck up out of here.
Okay, Tyler, that took the cake because what would have harmed him to give him something or any type of, even just to sit down with him? Man, I'm glad you're doing okay. None of that. He wouldn't even see him. But talk 2 tickets. That was it. He felt he didn't owe him anything.
Tyrone, if you're watching, the platform is here, brother.
Yeah, I would love for Tyrone, but I think he's in a different space now because at that time, Tyrone was kind of real DL. Nobody knew he was gay. Tyrone's living his life now. He's proudly gay in the relationship, doghouse. He don't even want to acknowledge that he went to prison for drugs and all that stuff. That's something that's in the past for him. Yeah. He had to move forward from. Most people don't even know that he served time or he was a big drug dealer and the feds chased him down.
And that his money was used to build Tyler Perry Studios right now.
Well, I don't think it was used for that. Maybe long gone by that time.
Planted the seed. We flip it. Keep going.
Yeah, I think the money might have been used for that first play, wherever it was. It was enough money to get started.
If I give you investment funds to start, I'm gonna have my percentage all the way through to the end. That's generally how deals are done.
Well, of course, we know that's the way it's supposed to be done. But of course, this was kind of done in the darkness of the night. Begging money left at the house. Somebody locked up the feds, snatched your ass off Buford Highway in the middle of the daytime. I was supposed to spend time around that day. We were going to the gym. I'm like, where's he at? What's going on? And come to find out, he was arrested. And I said, for what? Because even I didn't know.
Damn.
That this drug thing was going on. I never knew. I'm like, for arrested for what?
You know what I noticed is Tyler has never, you probably been on YouTube like 10 years talking about him. He's never, has he ever like responded to you or tried to legally come?
Other people, that we know, they've said, oh, Tyler didn't like that. Or Tyler this or Tyler that. I'm like, Tyler, F his ass.
Gosh.
We were never, when Tyler Perry and I sat at that restaurant at 10th and 14th Street, and he went on about God and Jesus did this and God did this and God and this. And I'm then sitting across from him thinking, okay, all these people sitting here have worked for you. You've not paid them anything. I have my own money. I'll pull up in my own Mercedes. And they were afraid to talk to him. And I'm thinking, okay, what the fuck is going on here? When are you going to pay these people? And he was like, well, I don't want nobody to know I'm gay. I'm thinking, you don't want nobody to know you gay. But we are at this restaurant full of gay people. We have this big table full of gay. What is going on here in your head? Well, the church people can't know I'm gay. I'm thinking, see, I never grew up, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't grow up in the church scene. I don't know. I'm listening to this foolishness. I'm thinking, dude, everybody knows you're gay. What is wrong with you?
What is
but
wrong
he didn't want
with
the
you?
audience to know.
Do you think his audience, Tyler Perry's audience, didn't know that man was gay?
He was playing I told him, he goes,
answer this question.
No. The whole audience may know, and they know that he don't want nobody to know. So that's the closet. See, everybody that's, we going to act like this, amen, whatever. See, that don't make no difference. It don't make no difference. Who he sleep with, that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the Lord. Oh, okay, so you want to play dumb too. Okay, you going to help this dumbness keep going. That's what it's all about. If you're going to be open, you got 3 type of people. You got straight people, you got straight up gay people, and you got the closet mother. And they think being in the closet is okay. I don't have to tell you who I like to sleep with. Right, you don't. But I would like to understand, just in case before I sit down, you're looking at my behind. I don't look. Come on, man. Does it make a difference? Nah, it don't make a difference. That's what everybody's saying. Come on, let's roll.
We always suspected.
Y'all knew he was gay. We all knew. Everybody knew. So what was the purpose of even hiding it? Because they already knew. Name any of these actors in the Christian community, these gospel singers. Do you know some gay gospel singers?
Oh, yeah.
You know they gay, right?
Yeah.
And they still gospel singers, right?
Yeah.
They still singing,
still
have careers, still getting paid, never lost, still doing concerts and shows, but we all know they're gay. Do you think Tyler Perry would have lost anything?
No.
And what triggered me about Tyler Perry in particular is he had an opportunity to really change the view of Black gay men. Because here you were, a successful Black gay man, running this really good production company, running plays, TV show, all that stuff. If he just had embraced so many things that he could have been a bridge for the Black community, the straight community, the Christian community, the church community, whatever. So many things could have been corrected or just dealt with versus lying. Now, have you ever heard Tyler Perry say, I'm not gay?
No.
Okay. So he's never acknowledged that either. At least I haven't never heard him say it.
And he's dumped millions of dollars into the church. I remember one year he gave TD Jakes like $1 million.
That mess. Well, I will say since the very beginning, since I've met Tyler Perry from day one, he's always been a very religious. I'm atheist. So for me personally, and that was a journey within myself to get to be an atheist. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. But Tyler Perry has always been on that journey that he's on with this God and Jesus and all this other stuff. He's just not I just find that most Christian people are just not good people. Especially when it comes to money.
God damn. The puffy. What about Puffy? Brother Love. or Ellen DeGeneres. What the heck? These are bad people, man. These are clearly bad people. One of them leaves the country and the other one is in jail. Oh my God. Now you got this Tyler Perry and then you got T.D. Jakes doing that old Tyler Perry touches him and he go, come on, man. Are you serious? For real? I mean, you could not control that. You had to. That's fake. And we all know it's fake. The whole church knows it's fake. They like, oh, they putting on a show. It's called acting. They acting. That's that boom. Hit me one time.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
It's not good. But he has been generous. I will acknowledge that Tyler Perry has been generous to certain people, certain stuff going on.
I think when it's press involved.
Yeah, well, you know, there were some people that I personally knew who were able, that Tyler Perry was generous to.
Uh-huh.
I could say that. I will acknowledge that. There were some people, but I think it was more to silence them.
Silence them about what?
His past, his sexuality, who he was. I'm going to pay you for this. I want you to sign this.
I want you to be quiet.
Sign here. Okay, good. Now you can go decorate my house.
I felt like when the lawsuit started hitting Tyler Perry, that this was the last person that should have a lawsuit that I'm reading on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
You are a single man. Mm-hmm. You're extremely wealthy. It's not like, you know, you have any obligations or commitments to anybody.
No.
Why are you still
lying.
Not acknowledging and
Why are you still lying
about your sexuality?
Well, do you know Christian men? How many Christian men do you deal on a regular basis? How many Christian black men do you deal? Because I deal with them all
the ones
the
that
time.
claim they Christian, the ones that are out of the closet to me, but they're usually just gay. I get pushback for that on my platform because
I don't know why it's the truth.
I tell them the only people that you see in the church are gay black men and black women.
That's it.
And then the gay black men, the DL black men are marrying the black women.
Right. That's all you see.
That's all you see.
So Tyler's walking down that same path. Same path that he's seen since he was a child. What? This has been going on in the black church community since forever.
What? Oh my God. You know what? Because, you know, I was playing bass guitar for a lot of these churches, man. Now I'm looking back over and over again saying, it's like your closet line moves up. It's suspect. You know, if you had a buddy of yours, right, and you both of y'all down, and you like, he just joking around. He ain't gay. He just joking. Now you start thinking, wait a minute, man. Some of them jokes was a little too good, and he might be acting this joke part out to act like he's not, but he is. So, but he using the joke to cover it up. He probably got a little bit of, he probably want to try some things with you a couple of times or something. Come on, dog. God dang. There's some people in that church then to the point where I'm like, dude, I know good and well you are over here throwing off way too many hints. Telling me you'll buy me, I buy you lunch. You know, I send you some, man, no, you won't even send me. First of all, I don't cook. I don't want to cook. And I can save you some money. You know, I cook for you. I send you some food. No, you won't. I'd rather eat at McDonald's, bruh. That's what I like to do. I don't want your food. I don't want you to send me no food. I want to eat at McDonald's. See, I don't trust that.
So why all of because it's pandering to the black community with these stories that I feel that are just.
But he makes money off the bullshit. This is why him and Oprah fell out.
What? They fell out?
Oprah went to him and said, hey, we need to change some of the material. Let's upgrade this stuff now. Let's bring in some writers. Let's bring in some people. And maybe Tyler Perry, like, I don't want to pay nobody. I can do this mess myself. I'm writing a 5-year-old could have wrote most of Tyler Perry's stuff.
Yeah.
So Tyler didn't want to pay extra staff and extra people Tyler Perry had a chance to be what's the girl who has the TV show on Thursday nights? Shalonda. What's her name? Shalonda.
I can't think of her name.
Rhymes. How to Get Away with Murder.
The black lady.
Davis.
No, Shalonda. I forget. She has an excellent. She has done a very good job for a Black woman of creating some really good shows, well-written stuff, really good entertainment. And I think Tyler Perry blew that opportunity. He continues to blow it because he just won't. I remember a few years ago, he just probably said, I write all my stuff. I almost threw up. I said, oh, Lord, I write everything. I do everything. I said, we can tell. You're not working with nobody. We can tell. And you haven't upgraded this mess at all.
It's a very kind of one track.
Well, it's terrible.
Mind thinking. It's always extreme. It depicts Black people and just such mockery and buffoonery. And I stand behind Spike Lee when Spike Lee talks about...
when Spike Lee said that years ago, I was like, somebody saying something. It was the crazy part.
There's no education behind the story.
When Tyler Perry was doing those plays, and they got real popular, and this was in the late 90s. I remember coming on Thanksgiving dinner at my house. I had this beautiful house in downtown Atlanta. And my family members would all come over. They said, we got this DVD. We want to play this. And I'm like, what is this DVD? What is it? It was Tyler Perry's plays. They had bootleg DVDs of all these plays that people had recorded. And I remember the first time me seeing them plays in that manner on the television was in my Thanksgiving dinner at my family's house. They wanted to watch all these DVDs, and the plays were actually hilarious.
Yeah, very hilarious.
Very hilarious. And I remember thinking, okay, this is funny, but I can't.
If it's comedy, stick to comedy. But then when you start to tell dramatic stories, like have some deftness to it. Like,
I definitely think he destroyed the movie for Black girls. What was it called? It was a book.
For Color Girls?
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
I think the book is excellent.
Dang.
Have you read the book?
I haven't read the book, but I heard a lot of people were pissed.
Here's the way he altered that from the book. But I was like, okay, wow. I can't even believe that. And I pray and hope he never gets hold of Elon Harris' stuff. Because he'll butcher it.
Back in the day around Tyler, was he more flamboyant?
Oh, well, he's always been just the same person, kind of quiet, very churchy, very, I remember one time when I used to go to church. I was sitting at this church, New Beginnings. Everybody gave a go to this church called New Beginnings. So I started going to New Beginnings because, Sunday, New Beginnings is the hot church. Everybody was there. You see everybody there. And I remember sitting there in the church, sitting up there, and church had got started. And then all of a sudden the doors opened up and everybody kind of looked back, and it was Tyler Perry coming in with this woman, and it was this elaborate, he had this fur coat on. I'm thinking, what is this for production? What is going on here? They came on down and sat him in the front row, and I was thinking, and he made a massive donation to that church too. At this point, this was in the 90s, late 90s, where people were dropping dead from AIDS left and right. And this concerned me. It really didn't concern me, but Tyler really could have made such a massive difference in how Black gay men viewed themselves, how we view each other, how he could have uplifted the community. But once he got with Oprah, it was a wrap. It was over with.
Lee Daniels was always comfortable with who he was.
Well, Lee Daniels' stuff...
And his stuff was pretty quality.
I think so too. I do, because he did Precious.
Do you feel like there was always kind of like a jealousy between?
Wait a minute.
No, I couldn't tell you that much, but I do think Lee Daniels. I met Lee Daniels. He's a complicated gay man. I don't think Lee Daniels is.
Lee, come on, man.
In just my opinion.
Come on, there's too much stuff going on. Lee Daniels did Precious. Whoever did and wrote Precious, I thought that was really good, man. I think that was real good. Anyway, let's
It
go.
was pretty quality.
I think so
Watch this.
too.
I'm
I
trying
do
to-
because he did Precious.
He did.
Do you feel
Precious.
like there was always kind of like a jealousy between?
No,
Tyler Perry
I
and Lee
couldn't tell you
Daniels?
that much, but I do think Lee Daniels. I met Lee Daniels. He's a complicated gay man. I don't think Lee Daniels is. In just my opinion, I could be wrong. I've met Lee Daniels, and he's not really. He's black, but he really ain't.
He's like white boy, white black. Okay, white
Right.
boy.
So he deals more with the white gay community. I've never seen, and I could be wrong because I don't know this man. I would like to have seen him more involved in the black gay community, and I never saw that. And no difference than some of my friends don't like Don from CNN. What's his name?
Lemon.
He used to live in Atlanta. And I see him at the gym all the time.
Yeah,
Don was
yeah.
another person. Never saw him around black gays.
See, you know these people are right, y'all, because my mom watches Lennon. He was on CNN, just like he just said. I don't know if he got fired from CNN or whatever, but he does his own YouTube channel. And my mother watches him a lot. And I was, I'm always looking at the subscribers and all this type of stuff. But this guy is openly gay. And he ain't missing a stroke. He's married to a dude. Ain't no big deal. That's your thing, baby. Don't bring you and your husband into my bedroom. Nah, y'all can come to my house and we can do business or whatever. People. But don't come in my bedroom with that mess. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? If you had to spend the night over my house and you're my guest room, then that's y'all prerogative. I'm looking at Bobby Brown. My prerogative. Bobby Brown. We did a reaction on Bobby Brown, y'all. But anyway, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. I would make sure anybody, I don't care if you from 8 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy, I would make sure you're comfortable in my house, is my point. I know I joke a lot and everything, but at the same time, when it's time to be serious, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I think everybody should be you should first try to protect everybody else's feelings first. That's what you should do. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Call y'all back.
Always around a group of white guys, white gays, white. Lee Daniels, every time I saw Lee Daniels running around a lot of white gay men, I've never seen him in a setting with other black gays. Where Tyler was around predominantly all black gay men. I've never seen Tyler around a bunch of white gays. So that was kind of a surprise that this guy who's suing him was white. And I'm going, okay, so Tyler Perry was a swing, but he like...
He likes pretty boys. He was on a boat. He was on a yacht with Brian Tonka, Mariah Carey's ex.
Well, I think Tyler Perry... maybe they haven't. The lawsuit has. What has Tyler Perry said about the lawsuit?
He's just trying to get it moved up out of California to Georgia because he has more pull here.
So you're trying to transfer
in the federal courts, but in California, Dylan knew to sue in California because they, lawsuit. Celebrities don't have any pull in the courts.
Gotcha.
In Georgia, he can kind of manipulate federal courts and get things like just thrown out
or dismissed because he hasn't. But he has not acknowledged it at all.
He says that they were friends.
Okay.
He says that he's just abusing the friendship. But I read the text messages.
I suspect that there are probably a lot of other people who have been silenced. Tyler's very good at silencing people because think about it. Somebody give you 100,000 or 200,000 or 50,000 for you to get someplace, sit down and shut the fuck up. You do it too, right?
Yeah,
I would.
The average black person who ain't got
right.
Tyler's very good at choosing people who don't have anything, so you have that.
Right. I look at it like this, man. If you go to a party, Uncle Mike got a party, right? I'm chilling. Because this happened to a couple of people. And then all of a sudden, somebody grab your sack. Some rich dude, Tyler Perry. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm trying to grab your sack. And they were like, man, what the fuck? Get up, man. What's up with that? And they said, okay. They know they made a mistake. And they want to, they basically going, give you $100,000 and make it all go away because you talk about suing. I won. I won. I settled out of court right then and there. I settled out of court. You know, especially anything over 100,000. Yeah, at one time, shoot, that's selling out of court. Yeah. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Power over them. That's why we never got along. Because I always had my own money. And I'm like, okay, Tyler, you can play these games with these other folks, but you're not going to play this game with me. We're going to see eye to eye. And Tyler knew he could manipulate me. So he left me alone. But he could manipulate all them other people around him.
Right.
When Tyler and I would talk, it was a completely different world than how he was treating the rest of them people. He treated me with respect. The rest of these people, I'd be like, okay, y'all really jumping around like this. Tyler had a rule at his house that if Oprah was over there, no one could say anything to Oprah. Nobody can come in the room. Nobody can do this. He had all these rules and regulations, which I kind of get. I understand. But after he got with Oprah, everything changed with Mr. Perry. He got rid of the security team. He got rid of the people who were working with him. He started everybody had to sign these NDAs.
Because Oprah was living downtown, Buckhead at the St. Regis. Mm-hmm. And so she would be in there a lot at the restaurants that were downtown and Buckhead and stuff. So, and she started spending a whole lot of time in Atlanta. And it was right around the time when her and Tyler were doing a lot of business together.
Right. They were trying to because her network was failing. If Tyler helped save OWN network at the same time, but he also destroyed her brand at the same time. Because her brand took I don't know what's going on with OWN network.
I don't know why, because the quality, a lot of people like to put Oprah's stories up on a pedestal because she was a black woman with a white audience, right?
Right. But her white audience was not watching those TV shows on OWN.
No. And she tried to take that white audience to give them that. What happened was
they rejected it.
People thought Oprah's quality of content was like above and beyond. But when you look at Oprah and just the setting and the amount of stories and the type of stories that she told, those stories were gossip.
Of course.
Well,
her show was a talk
scandal.
It was a talk show.
Mistresses. Like it was wrapped up in the shock factor of it all.
But it was presented differently.
It was presented like it wasn't.
Right.
But if you peel the layers back, Oprah was one of the messiest bitches in television.
She was.
But she did it in a very poised, educated way.
The Michael Jackson interview, her biggest interview.
Elegance. She did it with elegance.
That's a prime example of how she presented it and how she went after Michael.
Exactly.
In that interview.
But it was always like that. And they like to say, well, Wendy, it's Oprah and it's Wendy. I'm like, the problem between the two, Wendy was herself.
Right, Wendy was truthful.
She didn't try to hide it. Oprah has always hidden who she really is. And that's what prompted her to go after Monique's family.
Okay.
Why would she go after Monique's family and bring her family on national television to talk about molesting Monique without Monique's permission?
Right.
Yeah.
Oprah is that type. She goes to the gutter. She loves the messy.
I would have been in jail.
She just presents it differently.
She does. But for them,
I would have been like, oh, hi, Oprah, so waka. And then I would have been like, where's the police? Where's the nearest officer? Yeah. That's what I would have done. Yeah.
To have such a high pedestal for her, like she's just quality. No, Gail does better content.
Oh, I would agree.
Than Oprah.
I would agree. Well, I think maybe moving forward, I think Tyler probably, it would be best in my opinion, I think it would be best if he had just come on out and just embraced who he was. Versus right now he hasn't denied it, or I've never heard Tyler Perry deny his sexuality. I've never heard it.
But he's never actually acknowledged
it either.
And
I think we all know what's going on. Does he have to acknowledge it?
Because he likes straight black men.
Straight presenting black men? Because you can't, if you straight, I'm gay. Straight presenting, is that what you're talking about? Let's just be truthful about this, because a straight man is not going to have sex with a gay man if he's straight.
True. But what about Christian Keys?
I think Christian Keys was someone who, first off, you and I both know the whole Hollywood thing. It's a tough world, ain't it?
It's very tough.
That's why
My daughter is so pissed that I won't refer her to like agencies and stuff. I'm
You're
like,
trying to
"Motherfucker,
save
do
her.
that. I look like.
Well, you're trying to save her.
I had one of the biggest agencies reach out to me. Oh, the People Store. You heard of the People Store? It was like, yeah, we want to. No.
I've never understood the whole. There's no money in it for the vast majority of actors and actresses and producers.
There's not enough to go around.
No, well, not in the black community, no.
Especially not. They treat the black, like Hollywood community, like they treat the black community.
I would agree.
There's no budget.
No, yeah.
But they know black folks gonna show up for their role dressed if they have to go in their own pockets to make sure they look good on screen. But they don't get the same budgets that white like actors do. Just like black stars don't get the same budgets as white stars.
So Christian Keys, what's the show that he's a part of?
All the Queens Men.
Right. So
but he had came out saying that there was a billionaire that he has recorded that was soliciting him.
Yeah. So
who do you think he was talking about?
I did a video about this, and I believe he was talking about Tyler Perry. But with that said, if I'm correct, that show was produced by Tyler Perry. Am I correct? Yeah. Because the original, well, the first season wasn't produced by Tyler Perry.
No.
It was when the second season when they needed money, they needed backing.
Do you think Christian Keys did that in order to get Tyler Perry to produce his shows?
Did what? What do you mean?
Like, threatened to come out that he was going to expose it?
No, I think Tyler Perry probably, because he's a very handsome looking guy. We already know the type of guys that Tyler Perry like. You like nice looking guys, so I think
light skin, nice curly hair.
He kind of been pegged what he like. You can tell. So
you think Christian Keys is gay?
I don't necessarily think he's gay. I just think that Tyler Perry may have someone, because he never identified who it was. Let's just keep that. Let's just say.
But Dylan came out in his lawsuit and said that Tyler had settled with someone who had exposed him.
I'm not surprised. Tyler probably
I was like, how did Dylan know that? Because
Tyler might have settled with a whole lot of people, and probably would have settled with this guy if Dylan was just if he wanted the money. I think Tyler probably would have settled with him. So.
Oh, it's not Dylan. It's Derek Dixon.
Dixon, okay.
Yep, Derek Dixon's suing him for $260 million.
Okay.
So I'm glad I didn't put a last name to it. I always call him. But Derek Dixon is the one that's suing Tyler Perry, who said in his lawsuit that another man had came out exposing Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry had paid him, and he went silent. And everyone kind of...
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, that's just par for the course when you're dealing with people in Hollywood. You know, if you're willing to...
But Derek said he wasn't gay.
He probably wasn't gay. Well, let me just say this.
Very handsome, but he says he wasn't gay.
Okay.
But I think a heterosexual man could tell that Tyler Perry is gay.
Yeah, amen to that.
If you're not gay,
okay,
and I could be wrong, this man brought you a Jeep.
He bought him a Jeep within days of meeting him.
Has anybody ever brought you a Jeep?
My husband.
Okay. Other than your husband, has any man, woman, cat,
just
dog,
only people I was messing with, only dudes that I was messing with.
They brought you a car?
Bought me cars.
Okay, that you were messing, but you haven't.
Yeah, I was having intercourse, absolutely.
Right. And they brought you a car.
Hey, of course.
That must be some good coochie.
Yes.
They gave you a car. Right. So,
yeah.
Tyler gives this man a car out of the blue.
Derek said he's never Tyler Perry, is what he's saying.
I can see it's a possibility.
Right, that's true.
They had never got that far. I guess Tyler got a lot of money. A Jeep is, in the scheme of things, you know, a Jeep is about $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Let's just say it was fully loaded, $50,000, $60,000 Jeep.
That's like nothing for him.
That's nothing. So,
dude,
maybe.
First of all, the Jeep could have been $100,000. It's nothing when you done bought everything and anything that you wanted. It is $100,000 to satisfy that itch. It's nothing to set up the itch. This not even it's not even like, if I buy you this Jeep, you gonna sleep with me for one night. No, No, my brother. This is to set up the itch. Let you know that I'm interested in you scratching my itch. Here's a Jeep, $100,000 Jeep, whatever the number is. Here's a Jeep to let you know that I would like for you to scratch. I like for you to do the scratching. That's what that's all about. Y'all looking at it like, well, he bought him a Jeep to sleep with him. And the guy said, I never slept with him. But dummy, you know good and well that's what it was the setup for. That was the setup. That's all. Here we go, man. And y'all looking at it like, well, he didn't sleep with him. Y'all looking at it wrong. That's for the gay stuff or the long stretch. You got to do some big stuff for the long stretch.
So maybe Tyler felt that by offering him certain things that he would get what he wanted at the end of the day. Has anyone ever offered you, gave you stuff, but you really weren't interested in it?
Yeah.
But they were still giving you stuff, and did you decline the stuff?
I used to see men do that to my mom all the time. I'll never forget. There was this short, fat, ugly nerd dude. He came to my mama's house at like 8:00 at night. He had went shopping for her and bought her all this name brand stuff. Dropped it off, had some stuff for us, and my mom was like, I can't do it. So she gave it all to us. We wore it to school and everything like that. But like, men do that and they don't get anything in return. They just
well, he was hoping to get something in return.
I mean, he was, but he was just too round for my mama.
See what I'm saying? Like everybody knows.
He was like 400 pounds.
Do you think? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody know.
They would know Ozempic around back then.
No. He walked
everybody
in,
know,
like,
man.
you know, he just wanted to take care of my mama and take care of us. And my mama was like, as tempting as it sounds.
So did your mom make a mistake by not allowing him to? Because he probably would have been a great provider.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, at the same time, you got to be somewhat attracted to the person.
Do you really?
And not ashamed.
Yes, you do. God dang, man. What happened to the realness? It's all about money. That's what the problem is. It's because I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you. You're a nice person. And you're going to shower me with all these gifts. And I'm going to take them. You know why? Because I need these gifts. I need for my family to have these gifts. But get off of me, though. But I need these gifts. The hell is... Oh, my God, man. I call you back.
Of them.
I wish somebody would come... Listen, if anybody out there want to come take care of me, listen, I've never had anybody give me anything. Nothing. I'm 55 years of age. I'm glad somebody gonna go shop and buy me some clothes. I'd be so grateful. Oh, this stuff is nice. You want me to date you? And, okay, well, let me think about it. Okay, fine. I thought about it. Let's make it work. Because nobody ever gave me anything. You know, so for your mom to turn away a guy who could have been a good, you know.
I mean, he could have been, but she was just like,
get him, take him, go get him back.
But it was some nice ass clothes, boy. And me and my mom were the same size, so I wore them all to school. I was decked out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So Tyler brought him a Jeep, gave him a roll, gave him money. All the whole time Tyler was trying him too, right? When came
as his boss,
he was trying to get with him.
Yeah, he was.
Right. So it wasn't like, so.
Yeah. But has he always been like that? A trick?
Well, Tyler ain't the best looking guy out there. Now, he do got some money, but not my type.
He's got like his face looks like the mask, like a porcelain face.
Is he your type? Would you date with Tyler Perry? No. Okay. No. So he's not the most attractive guy. We all know.
Wow.
But he tries to present very straight in his films, like when he tries. It still comes off as
fake.
Very, very much gay. Fake.
Oh my God.
It's not real.
That's the definition of fake.
He did as a detective.
It's not real.
He played the role of a detective in a movie. It was horrible. It wasn't his own movie. I forget the name of that role. He was running around playing some type of investigator or something. It was not good.
I can't think of it, but I know what you're talking about. He has so many films, but...
Listen up, active duty members as well as veterans.
I was like, very
the ones
Here we
still
go,
alive now.
Here we go, y'all.
What are they saying about Tyler and his success? And
Well,
Just where he came from, where he is now.
the ones that are still alive now, because a lot of people have died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people died from AIDS. So that's another thing. A lot of people that we mutually knew, they all deceased. That seems to be working in Tyler. That's one way to silence somebody. If they dead, they can't say a word. So you got a lot of people who died. And I speak to a lot of people who have knew Tyler at the time. I mean, I talked to Eric occasionally. Him and Eric fell out. This is how the Eric and Tyler Perry fell out. Tyler hired Eric to decorate his home off West Paces Ferry.
Okay.
Did the furniture, did the home interior decorator. Eric was supposed to decorate Tyler's house, and then he was going to go decorate Oprah's house in Hawaii that she had purchased. So, because Eric has great taste, Eric's amazing talent. As Eric was decorating Tyler Perry's house, this was maybe 2008, 2007, 2008, massive house. Took forever for this, the curtains, this is an elaborate home, paint, curtains, textures, fabrics, sofas. As Eric's ordering stuff for his house, Eric had brought him a brand new house. About 5, 6, 7,000 square foot house. Eric didn't have any money for furniture. So as Eric was ordering stuff,
he put something to the side for himself.
A couch, two of them, two of those. We're going to do 2 of these pictures. But what he did, what Eric failed to realize is that one thing Oprah did teach Tyler was go through that stuff. Go through everything, sign them checks, read stuff. So as Eric walked, as Tyler's house was completed, Tyler was looking around his house like, well, I thought I had 2 of these couches. Where's the other couch? I got 2 of these pictures. Where's the other one? Where's the stuff at? Tyler ain't no fool. He looking, wow, where's the stuff? This is a massive house. Now Tyler done walked through 20, 30, 40,000 square foot house, and he's missing some items. They're not there. He goes over to Eric's house, ringing the doorbell.
It's a lot of that going on.
Tyler Perry's at his house. Tyler Perry comes in. And guess what Tyler Perry finds?
The twins.
The furniture that's missing throughout Eric's house. He walked into the house talking to Eric.
I know she said
Tyler was no fool. Eric.
What she say? I know she. I gotta listen, man. I'm not listening, man. What?
Eric gets a surprise. Tyler Perry's at his house. Tyler Perry comes in. And guess what Tyler Perry finds?
The twins.
The furniture that's missing throughout Eric's house. He walking through the house,
The
talking
twins.
to Eric, laughing.
What is the twins?
Tyler was no fool. Eric should never have done that. Never. Tyler walked him through there. This is his best friend now. They friends at this point. He didn't hire you that you about to go do Oprah's house.
Damn,
but you got $10,000 and $20,000 couches in your home. Now Tyler done paid you for decorating the house, paid you good, paid you well. But you didn't you stole from him. When Tyler Perry left that house, Eric raced over to my house. I'm like, what is going on? Tyler just left my house. I'm like, okay, and what's the issue, Walter? And he told me everything he did. I said, okay. You shouldn't have done that.
That's messed up.
How much
That's messed up.
Oh my God, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of furniture. You think Tyler was not going to know this?
Yeah.
That he wasn't going to realize that these are expensive furniture? You thought you were going to get away with all the stuff that Tyler's looking for, that he's paid for.
That's right there.
It's not in his home. It's in your house. So that was the end of that.
So they haven't been friends since.
Nah, that's kind of a tough one there. You done stole quite a bit of money. Think about that. The crazy part, this is people have to be careful with how they move, because he was supposed to go do Oprah's house.
And he probably would have did Oprah's house.
If he did do things the right way, he would have did Oprah's house. Oprah would have got the house published in a magazine. He could have got more clients. He could have another lifestyle doing interior decorating that you want to do. But instead, you trying to decorate your own house.
Exactly.
You
You shot yourself in the foot and you basically, by stealing. God don't like ugly. You want to get yours right then and there. You need to work hard and take your time and do the best job you can. Do what you're supposed to do, not steal. Then you would have went to Oprah's house. Oprah would have turned you on to all her crooked friends. You're a straight shooter. You're supposed to be a straight shooter in what you do. You're supposed to be a straight shooter in what you do. I'll call you back, man.
And that's when their friendship came to an end, which I get it. I mean, kind of hard to get past that, huh?
So do you feel like one day maybe Tyler will come out and, I mean, no, it's not any of our business what his sex life is, but I just feel like when you represent and then you're misrepresenting and
Everybody say that, man. It ain't none of our business. No, it is our business. F that. If you think about it, I mean, you walking around doing all this stuff and then man, it's our business. It's our business. I can't explain it though, but it's our business.
taking advantage and abusing power to help manipulate people. Because when people see figures like Tyler Perry, he may not understand that they get intimidated.
Well, okay, let's look back in the history of Black entertainment. We know many Black entertainers who were gay who never came out. What comes to mind, the guy plays the piano.
Luther Vandross. Teddy Pendergrass.
What's the other guy that played?
Teddy was not gay. That's a rumor. That was a strong rumor, and everybody believed that rumor. He was married. I did work with Teddy, and I seen the people that he brought to the recording studios, other than his wife. Hello, I have seen. That's why he got into a car accident in the first place, because the dude, the person they picked up was a cross dresser. So if he was liking the cross dresser, it would have never been no accident. Hey, let's get down. But when he found out it was a cross dresser, they started fighting. He's like, man, you're a man, get away from me, and all this stuff. And he was mad, and that's how the accident happened. That's real facts. Teddy was not. Oh my God, girl, you pissing me off now. You're not paying attention, and you're not doing no research. You're not paying attention. You're not doing no research. I don't think, to be honest, if Ted was gay, I don't think he would have brought that many girls to the daggone, paid to bring all these girls to the recording studio just to cover up. Okay, rest in peace. Rest in peace. He gave me my shot, baby. He gave me my shot in the music industry. Teddy Pendergrass gave me my shot. I ain't gonna let you sit here and talk bad about him, because the girls and the parties and stuff that, now I ain't had no sex with none of these girls. Amen. Thank God for that. But hey, someone was like, hey, oh, hey. And all of them was a little too old for me though. But they was around Teddy's, if that's the case, he would have never done that. No gay man is going to bring a bunch of girls to a recording studio to have that type of fun. And he was having some fun. Here we go.
Piano for years. He's
but we knew he was gay. Richard.
Not Simmons. Richard. What is his name?
You think Donnie Simmons is guy?
Little Richard.
I don't know.
Oh,
that's
okay.
That's
a pretty motherfucker.
I mean, I saw something recently. He's still alive.
He's still alive. He's still working for Magic.
I thought he was married. I guess I don't mean.
Maybe he is, and I apologize, Donnie Simpson. I just didn't know.
Yeah, being married don't mean I didn't met plenty of married men that were gay. So a whole lot of them.
Oh my God! Wow, that's crazy.
But Tyler allegedly, according to Derek Dixon, to maintain a heterosexual relationship publicly, but still be around for Tyler when he wants, but he can't sleep with any other men. I heard that story before with a guy named Dwayne Youngblood, who TD Jakes recently sued, and then he quietly dismissed the lawsuit. He said that, TD Jakes had propositioned him in that manner, that he would maintain a relationship but always be available for him, but cannot sleep with.
Have we gotten to a point where Black gay entertainers can, because I could be wrong, did name me one Black gay successful entertainer?
Well, they won't come out the closet, so what are we supposed to do?
So I'm asking you, have we as Black Americans or Black American, Are we ready to accept a black gay entertainer who's out and proud?
Yes.
Why not?
Name me one then.
I believe if Will Smith came out the closet, we wouldn't change a thing.
But forget Will. I'm talking about
Will
somebody
Smith.
who's proud and out and living and thriving.
Look at the dude, Lil Ness. Lil Ness came out, was proud. Hold up. There's a couple of people. Lil Ness, but see, you got to go to the younger generations. That's Meek Mills. He came out. No, just flat. I'll just flat joke. I had a joke. Oh shoot. I call y'all back. Let me think on that one real quick.
Can you name one?
No.
You're more in the entertainment world than me. I'm more in
I
fitness.
can't. Not one.
So we can't even name one, but we suspect there are some there though.
Mm-hmm.
So something's going on here why these people stay quiet about their sexuality. Is it because we're not ready as black people to accept it? Is it a community of agents and are agents telling people you need to hide this? I mean, you can't name. We know there are some gay actors and singers and dancers out there.
But I just feel out of everything that Tyler Perry has built, he is the last person that I should be reading a lawsuit on regarding his sexuality.
Well, I would agree.
That's just stupid to me.
It was dumb on his behalf, right?
Yes.
He set himself up, right?
Yes.
If this stuff is true.
Exactly.
So, could it have been avoided? How many lawsuits you done had against doing some crazy shit like that?
Man, none.
I haven't
like
saying
that.
here, I haven't had any lawsuits.
Not like
I'm not
that,
doing
but I got
crazy.
lawsuits now, just not, but that.
Were you? I'm just curious because I don't know. I remember. Were you the girl who was sued by Cardi B?
Yep.
I thought so. I wasn't sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I was trying to. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we get lawsuits, but not about me hiding who I am, and I just feel like we need that representation because, black gay men still say, I can't do everything that I want to do. They'll sometimes compare themselves to me, like, Tasha, you're a black woman. You can show up in a space and be a black woman. They're going to accept you either way. But me, I have to walk a certain way, act a certain way. And I'm like,
well, are they lying?
I don't think so because we love, especially us as black women.
There's a new singer out, Bernard. What's Bernard's name? Bernard. Have you seen his stuff? He's a black gay guy. His name is Bernard. He's very flamboyant. Where is he? I can't think of his name. Bernard something. But he has let me check my library.
I'm looking right now.
I know his name is Bernard. He just sold out shows in Paris. But anyway, he's gay. He's out, flamboyant. He's having some success. He's doing very well. I can't. Very great song. Singer. I can't at the top of my head think of any actors or producers. But there are a few. There are some people who are having some success and people know that they're gay. There are a few. Are they having massive success on the scale of Tyler Perry? I mean, we might not ever see another Tyler Perry type producer. I hope we do see something because, we had some really good ones. We had, like you just said a second, what was the other producer name? We've had some really good producers over the years. What was his name? You just said his name a second ago.
Lee Daniels,
yeah. But the other one, the bigger one. Little short guy they don't like who at one point went up against Tyler Perry. Yeah, well, I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name right now.
From Do the Right Thing. What is it?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Yeah.
We've had some good producers. One of the guys, he died recently, a few years back. There was a really good producer. I can't think of his name either. But I guess the question I'm saying is that when it comes to sexuality.
What are you, drunk or something, little lady? She not paying attention, man. I can tell. But anyway, here we go.
A few years back, there was a really good producer. I can't think of his name either. But I guess the question I'm saying is that when it comes to sexuality in the black community, when will black people be happy to accept people for who let them live their lives.
That's
live
me.
Yeah.
And that's
We
me.
respect it more when you come out.
Right.
And own the shit.
But do we?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, you're right. We respect you more because now we don't have no drama when you're lying. See, this is what not our problem. Black people don't like when people lie. Period. They don't like when people lie. Will Smith, if you was gay and say, well, look, man, I'm not just gay. I go both ways. I like men and women. In my bed, I like men and women. So there. Boom. Okay. Then we move on to the next person. We way over here now. Hey, what about your wife? We're leaving Will Smith alone. But people are learning. Will Smith, Tyler Perry, they are learning that the more they keep this a secret, it's like curiosity. The black people want to be curious and say, you know what? I see them do this. If he do like this, how you doing? That means he gay. Uncle Mike gay. I proved it. See, watch this. I got this little clip right here. Him going, how you doing? Man, F you. I don't give a fuck. Take that clip and make a meme and do it all over. Make it go viral. I don't give a because I know deep down inside who I is. I know who I is. Don't you wish you can do that? I don't give a sugar what you say and what everybody else say. The whole world can say Uncle Mike is ugly and he's old. And I'd be like, look, man, I gotta agree with you. Cause if I seen me walking down the street, I wouldn't ask for my number. And I'm 60, so I guess you're right on both of those.
I do.
You know?
I can't speak for anybody else, but I do.
Do we support their music? Do we support their
Yes.
movies? Do we support their stuff?
Yes.
But Tyler Perry have received the same love and support.
Yeah,
he
would have got more.
I love Luther Vandross.
Okay.
I don't give a gay, straight, whoever.
Would
Luther
you
Vandross
have
sang.
still loved him had you
Yes.
been alive now today and
Yes.
said, I am
And
gay?
I would be at his
you
concerts.
Okay.
He was
And that's the key to
everywhere.
this. Look. Because it isn't just Tyler.
It's dude. I love Luther Vandross music. The music. The fact that he got a lot of weight on him and he's skinny, I ain't got nothing to do with that part. The fact that he gay and everybody know he gay, I ain't got nothing to do with that part. I can look at him walking and all the stuff he talking about and tell he gay. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I still like him. He is lying to us about his gayness, and I still like him. You understand that? I like what he's doing. I like the music part of him. I like the music part of all these people. I like Straw. I like Tyler Perry's last movie he put out, Straw. Now, what I didn't like was I haven't even finished watching the whole movie. When the grandfather take the little kid to college and they in the car driving in college. I ain't like that movie. I can't even watch the whole thing. I'm trying to watch it, but I don't like the movie. It's not because Tyler Perry think he in the closet don't want to come out the closet. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I just don't like the movie, man. I like Straw. I watched Straw 3 times. And probably gonna watch it again when I finish this. Come on, man. It's that simple. It's just that simple. Here we go.
About the community.
Yeah.
And what we are willing to accept, what we're willing to go to their movies, go to their concerts, go support them.
And like I said, I've always known, Tyler Perry probably does about 6 Beyonce concerts a year. He dresses up as Beyonce. He channels his inner femininity. You know what I'm saying? He loves that. And I've always known. I'm like, but when he popped out with the model, I was like, see, this is the shit that I'm talking about. That's the shit that pisses me off. Knowing this lady was a surrogate for you.
Well, yeah, he had a baby.
He didn't. I don't think, in my opinion, he slept with her. I think it was a transfer of semen. I think it was a Michael Jackson deal.
I think they figured out somebody to impregnate that woman.
Yes.
And that's why I don't think they were having sex.
And he made sure he went and chose one of the most, beautiful women out there to make sure he had his baby.
And that's nothing wrong with that. People do that every day. I don't see anything wrong with that.
So
I guess the question is, because I was criticized, even by my own mother, you outed Tyler Perry. I'm thinking, Tyler Perry been out for a while. We just didn't want to acknowledge it publicly. I think we didn't want to accept it. I mean, I knew. When you first saw Tyler, did you immediately know he was gay?
Yeah.
Did you want to accept that?
I still supported him.
Was there any
even though his content is very
confusion in your mind about that man's sexuality the first day you saw him? Was there any confusion?
No.
Okay, so you knew.
Even though I knew, like, my husband and I were watching Divorce in the Black, and there was a scene that came on, and I was laying on the couch, he was working on a computer, and then Tyler Perry always, in my opinion, he'll probably have one bad in there, and her hair is laid, the rest wigs up, they got their makeup up, but the men,
they're always at on point.
They look like you. My husband looked up one day, he said, Tyler Perry gay. He just screamed that shit. He was like, why the would he? I was just like,
oh my God.
I know his audience is women,
yeah,
but he's also putting...
He's giving people eye candy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with eye candy, but we notice that he pays more attention to the men, the detail to the men than he does to the women.
I agree.
And the movie that he did, Mea Culpa, how he had the shot of the guy's ass. I've never seen that before.
He's done some more riskier stuff in recent years. What was the TV show he did? Oh gosh, what was that show? About these people being in some type of cult or something like that.
Yeah. He took that concept. There were some writers online talking about he stole that concept and shit. So, but like, as far as, how you used to know him versus now, do you feel like he's still the same? He's just richer?
Oh gosh,
still the same.
People don't change. I'm the same person I was 25 years ago. I mean, people don't change.
I'm nicer. I used to be a hothead.
I think as we all age, we all get a little bit,
calmer.
A bit calmer. Yeah. So, but overall, you're still the same person. People really don't change. I was in a relationship with a man for 30 years. He died this year, and he was the same person from the day I first met him. And there was some positives and there was some negatives, But did he change? Did I change? I mean, we evolved. Evolution. We grow up and mature.
Right.
But I was the same people from when we first met in 1996. So I suspect Tyler's the same person. And for some people, it's just easier to pay for sex or lure somebody that you like along those lines. If you
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you. Thank you. So you would take $100,000, buy somebody a car. What you trying to make them? Wait a minute. You trying to marry the person or something and make them yours forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Nah. If you want that thing, man, for maybe about a week, if you want that thing for maybe about a month, if you want that thing for maybe about $1 million. Come on, man. $1 million for a whole month of me just having my way with you. Come on, man. Now we'll write up the contract. That should be a movie. Yeah. Ooh. Tyler Perry might steal it. I'm not gonna say my movie online. That can't be a movie. That way I can write it out as a movie. Yeah. And it could be like 2 bedrooms. Just 2 rooms. The whole movie shot in 2 rooms. That's crazy, man. He right though, man. Look, watch what he say. Watch this.
Same people from when we first met in 1996.
Right
so I suspect Tyler's the same person. And for some people, it's just easier to pay for sex.
Just easier, a whole lot easier.
You like along those lines if you have the money. And I mean,
I feel that
but wealth will attract people. When people think you got money, you become attractive.
Absolutely.
So
you look cuter
with Tyler.
You look prettier.
Tyler could have been very happy by now in a stable relationship if that's what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got money, you got wealth, you got fame. Tyler could have probably had a very successful relationship, even very private, that we would have never known about if that's what he wanted. So obviously, if he's out there swimming in the ocean and he's still pursuing men who not even pursuing him, something's not right here. I'm not going to pursue a straight man. I'm not. I'm not going after some straight guy. He's straight and I'm buying you cheap clothes. Why am I hiring you for roles, doing all this stuff? No, I'd rather go after somebody who's I know is gay.
Yeah, but see, that's you. That's your prerogative. Here's the trick, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the animals that's listening. All right. The trick is this. The thrill of changing somebody, the thrill of going after somebody that they may have a little bit of fantasy of sleeping with another man, but they said, you know what, I'm going to push that all the way aside. Because they say, this is what they say. We all got that fantasy in us. We all got a little manly and a little bit of lady in us, or whatever, or however they say it, which I think is bullshit. I think it's bull. But anyway, my point is this. The thrill of getting a virgin, fresh meat. It's all under fresh meat. Fresh meat. That's a thrill. That's the thrill that we can't see. We don't understand, because Tyler can have any and Diddy. I'm like, damn, Diddy, if you're gay, just go with some gay men. Why you gotta trick somebody and try to get? Because that's the thrill. Because they've been tricked. That's how they got caught up. So the thrill is, God dang, now I like it. So now the thrill is, I want to trick some people and make them like it. Not Uncle Mike, baby. I'm sorry. See, I know the tricks already. I know all the tricks, even in my family. Yeah, some of these people think I'm dumb. So guess what? I act dumber. You think I'm dumb? I act dumber. Then I pounce on your bam.
So why do you feel like he does that?
Control. Maybe he was just attracted to the guy.
I just explained it to you.
Maybe he felt that the guy was gay. Sometimes I've met guys out there, I don't think this guy's gay.
Nope. It's the thrill of changing them into, I want to, if you're gay, you want to sleep with a man. You are a gay man, you want to sleep with a man. The best thing to sleep with is a 100% positive, strong man. They want me. They ain't gonna get me. $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion is my price. My guy. And that's gonna come with a lot of stipulations. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If y'all see me buy little small islands and Walt Disney type stuff, you be like, somebody paid him off. Here we go, man. My bad. But nah, that's the thrill right there. Listen.
Like he does that.
Control.
It ain't about control.
Attracted to the guy.
It ain't.
Maybe he felt that the guy was gay. Sometimes I've met guys out there, I don't think this guy's gay. And I say, but I'm not one to really go pursue that individual. I'd rather just sit back and let somebody else figure it out. There are plenty of guys I met over the years. They said, I think he's gay. Then later on, I found out, yeah, he is gay because the truth got out. But I wasn't the person, I don't want to find out if this person gay. I really don't have time.
When did you know that you were gay?
I knew I was gay in 1974.
When you were born?
I was born in 1970.
Okay.
I knew I was gay when I went to preschool.
What?
I knew I was gay when I went to preschool.
How?
1974.
Yeah, I want to know how.
1974, 1975, somewhere, but I was 1975. When I went to preschool, I never forget this in Gary. There was a guy named Derek Green. Derek and I became very good friends in preschool. And I was just very attracted to Derek. And I knew in preschool, we were like this. Until well into my high school years when we moved out of Gary. But I knew something. I couldn't tell you what it was.
Yeah.
I just knew as a little kid, I was different from everybody. I knew in preschool and in the kindergarten.
Here we
First
go.
grade, I said, something's
See what
just
I'm
not
saying?
right here. And as I grew older, I mean, we had encyclopedias back then. We didn't have no internet or nothing. But throughout the 70s, I was asking myself, what is going on here? As I got older, I just came to accept I'm gay. And I realized, okay, something's weird here is going on.
Did your mom know? Dad know?
They knew. Everybody knew.
But you?
Well, you say me.
Yeah.
See, everybody-
I think when you're dealing with little kids at that point, I knew something was. I was just a kid. I don't think no one knew what was going on until I became much older, and then
poor thing.
I didn't really embrace who I was until I was 18 years of age. That's when I started exploring my sexuality. But I knew the answer to your question. I knew as a very little kid, and so when people say they don't know,
My cousin was born gay. Shout out to Arius because we all just knew when he was a kid. So
a possibility.
he was like, you knew? I'm like, yeah, I knew. Like you would play with vacuum cleaners. Like you wanted to do what the girls did. Like you didn't want to do, we would try to get you to play with that little boy. No, you wasn't going outside playing no football. None of that, And then it was just his mannerisms, and now he's and he's always been very proud. His mother, for some reason, lost her shit when she found out. But I was just like, but we told you.
But she was in denial then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what the f- are you doing? We told you.
But she was
Plenty of
clearly
people.
she was
Yeah,
in
she was
denial.
hurt.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna get no grandkids. I was like, yes, you are.
You know what's so crazy?
Damn.
When Earl first got sick, my partner, I was in denial. I was in straight up denial. I was in denial about how sick he was. I was in denial about what was going to happen. I wouldn't listen to them doctors and them nurses. Earl was going to live. I had made, he going to work. I bought a car to take him to work. We going to get a wheelchair. You going back to work. He earned, I was in denial.
Talk
Right
to
up to
him.
the day that man died. The day after my birthday, I was in complete denial. I remember when I look back on there was some doctors and nurses from hospitals that came to the house and I was talking to them. And I was like, well, I'm ordering a wheelchair. We're going to need a wheelchair so we can put it in the car because the girl's going back to work in the next few weeks. And they looked at me like,
You're not listening. Yeah.
they sat across that table and they were like,
You're not listening,
huh?
bruh.
And I remember sitting there thinking, why are they looking at me like that? And because they knew.
We were in denial, yeah.
They were like, okay, he don't get it. And so for me, that was my first time in my life being in complete denial about a situation. So your cousin's mom, that's your cousin, right? She may have been in complete denial for years. Just, it's not true. Just, she knew. Just denial. For a good year leading up to Earl's death, I was in denial. Completely and it literally, I was broadsided when he died. I'm like, this man didn't die over here. I'm like, okay, what has happened here? And it took me a long time. I literally had to pick myself up off the floor in shock because being in denial isn't a good thing.
Right.
It can be a bad thing because you don't do the right stuff.
Exactly.
You're not doing the things that need to be done.
Preparing.
You're not doing it because you got a whole nother. You're doing something else. The truth is here, but I don't know. You're in a fantasy world. So a lot of gay men live in a fantasy world. They're in denial. Their wives are in denial. Their family members in denial. Their kids, they're in denial. Oh, he's not gay.
He's
My
not
husband's not
gay. He can't be.
Yeah, your husband's gay.
Do you know, what are some signs that women could look for when they're with DL men and don't know it?
Well,
I mean, he's been around a long time.
That's a tough one though, because it's kind of hard to put your finger on this. It's so much stuff that you could say. Ultimately, and I've had this conversation with several women about their husbands, and their husbands turn out to be gay or were gay or come out as gay. These women kind of felt it. They felt something wasn't right. Whether when they were having sex, the way they interacted, they they felt something was kind of off. They couldn't put their finger on it. Could have been denial. Maybe they really loved this person and they just didn't want to let that person go. And that I can see that. I mean, because there's a very good friend of mine have 8 kids. When I met him, he had a little baby. Brought his wife to my house. Little baby, 8 kids. I'm like, all these kids, what the fuck is going on here? But something in my soul said, I think this man is gay.
Do men that are DL typically have a bunch of kids?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Why is that?
I don't know.
She said,
But he had
I
all these
don't
kids.
know.
But the good thing with this particular person, except for one, all his kids were with his wife. But I find a lot of DL guys have like, and maybe I don't know why they have all these kids by maybe various different women, or maybe one wife, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids is like, okay, well, these kids.
And then they turn out to be gay. Do you think that having the kids to cover up the lie, or?
Yes and no, but I think they like having the kids. I think they like having the children around them. Because it's a tough world out here. I don't have any kids. And when Earl died, I was thinking, damn, I wish I had somebody to love me like my kids would love me if I had some kids here. Knowing the circumstances of the situation, I was thinking, God, why didn't we have any kids? And I think that sometimes bisexual men realize those kids might be their only recourse. You understand?
That really truly love them for them.
Yep. I wouldn't accept them. And I think that those kids might be, because in every situation I know of, them kids love their daddy. And they are the best fathers. Best, I'm telling you. None of these gay guys that I know of, child support is paid, kids are taken care of, they have a nice home, everything's beautiful.
Okay.
And I say, wow, I mean, you will walk away from something that you have why are you leaving the circumstances? But at some point in time, they realize they're gay. And so once the kids get to a certain point, maybe graduating college or out of school, but now I've noticed that a lot of these guys are starting to leave a little bit sooner because these kids are younger now. It used to be the guys would wait until everybody was in college or damn near through college.
Yeah.
And then they would come out.
Have you ever been with a woman?
Never. I knew.
You're not curious about it?
Why? I already knew.
I'm just trying to figure out. Are you curious?
I told you I knew who I was when I was in
I
high
get
school.
it, but like I have a friend online.
Wow.
King Daily Push.
Okay.
He's late 20s, I want to say, maybe inching 30. He gets online. He's been gay his whole life. He tried vagina. He said, oh my God, what have I been missing? And he is very flamboyant.
Okay.
And he said vagina was better than butt.
Well, it ain't very real. But
He said it smelled better, felt better. It had a lot of control.
I've always just known who I was.
Okay.
And I guess I got lucky to graduate high school, moved to Atlanta because Atlanta was a place where I didn't have to hide. When I moved to Atlanta in 1989, it was a Loretta
It's still
club.
like that though.
Well, the club was, you can live your life here. You could be out and walk down Peachtree Street and it wasn't a big deal. So for me, I was comfortable with who I was. And there was thousands of other people who looked like me here. I mean, excuse me, but AIDS kind of decimated this town at one point.
I know I have a very, very good friend of mine who caught AIDS with his first interaction with a man. He had left North Carolina under a religious household, came to Atlanta, met somebody at Piedmont Park, had sex with him.
Wow.
6 months later, he was in the hospital fighting for his life.
Wow. That's sad. I can see that. I've seen that.
First time.
I can see it. I believe you. Where's he at now?
I don't know.
Okay. So you made
the
it.
last time I spoke with him was maybe a few years ago, and he had checked himself into a mental institution. He just could not live with the fact.
Some tough times.
And his dad he said his dad used to beat him so bad.
Oh, wow.
because he was just like, he knew he was gay.
Yeah.
And he was trying to beat it out of him.
I
But the
could
whole
see it.
time,
Wow, you don't.
his dad went to prison for about 15 years and had a
Wow.
boyfriend, but still was married to their mom.
Wait, his dad was gay? Is that what you're saying? Wow.
Trying to beat it out of his son.
But he's gay. Make that make sense.
But still was with
Make
the mom.
that make sense.
That's crazy. Not surprising.
It's
You
surprising
wonder
to
why
me.
these people in a public Hollywood celebrity, why a celebrity would hide their sexuality. Just don't live a normal life. Maybe that's why Tyler's, and especially somebody like Tyler who's embracing the Christian religion and the church and making donations. Would the church community reject him? That was our big argument. That he didn't want nobody to know he was gay because the church, he had a lot of church people at that time who like one of his plays, and he knew who his audience was. Yeah, because he was going to the churches, passing out flyers. He knew what churches to go to. The people at the church, they're looking for some entertainment to do. Oh, yeah, this play's in town. Let's go. It's a Christian theme play.
Okay.
Would he have lost it? That's what I'm thinking.
What about the rumors surrounding TD Jakes?
Oh, here
I've
we
heard
go.
so much stuff over the years about TD Jakes.
Do you feel like there's any, where there's smoke, there's fire?
It could be. I've heard a lot.
Could be.
I've heard a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Just
Allegedly. Everything's allegedly. This is rumors, unverifiable. We cannot confirm or deny.
Before we go to TD Jakes, in the late 90s or mid 90s, I had a house in Lithonia. Beautiful house I had built out in Lithonia. And a friend of mine named Antonio would come and visit me. And Antonio was into these young guys. He loved these young guys. And I'll never forget one day in my driveway, he said, Antonio came to my house. He's like, this guy's coming over. I said, well, who's coming over? He said, some friend of mine. And I looked out my window and it was this $400,000 Bentley or Rolls Royce parked in the driveway. I'm like, well, who's this? I said, I'm a car fanatic. So I walked outside to go see what is going on. What is this car? And I saw this little kid behind the wheel of this car. I'm like, well, whose car is this? This must be his daddy's car or something. No, he's like, oh, this guy, he lets me drive his car. I'm like, well, who is this guy? It was Bishop Eddie Long. And I didn't know who Eddie Long was at that point. He was a pastor. And I'm looking at this car and I'm looking at this little kid. And at that time, I was probably about 28, 29 years of age. I was about 26, 27.
Doggy.
This was a little kid. Probably about 16, 17, 18 years of age in this expensive car.
Coming to see your friend Antonio, who happens to be gay.
Yes. So I'm sitting, and I said, Antonio didn't know that because the car pulled. I was in my office working. Now I looked up and saw this car pull up out there. I had to go out there and see what was going on. And that was the first time I heard about Eddie Long. And I remember sitting there, and I asked Antonio about that later on. I was like, well, why is he driving Eddie Long's car? And who was Eddie Long? And that's the church was
New Birth. Out in Stone Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, this is when they were over there off of, they hadn't built the big one yet.
Okay.
He was still over there off Westie Chapel at that point. And I was thinking, what is this kid doing driving this man's car? And I remember asking, this was a kid. I'm thinking, is this his dad? What's going on? Why would somebody allow him? And that was the first I started to hear these stories. That Bishop Eddie Long was doing this, Eddie Long was doing that. And some of the stuff you don't know what to believe. It's kind of like, is this true? So when I first started hearing those stories about Eddie Long back in the night, I didn't even know who he was because I wasn't into the church community. I didn't know what to believe. So I didn't grow up in the church. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. So when people started saying TD Jakes this and TD Jakes that and TD J Ryan's here that's in the community, I didn't know who he was either.
In your community?
Oh, yeah.
The LGBTQ community?
In the gay community.
Hello.
So I didn't know who he was.
Well, what would they say?
Oh, I escorted for him and I went here and I did this and I did that. And I'm like, well, who is this TD Jakes person?
I got to tell you, I still get sick, okay? But the way I used to get sick versus the way I get sick now is to go with, put on some clips
Of heart disease, it makes day shows.
There's a lot of things.
Look, remember now in our
There's a lot of things out here you can take that don't make you sick. I drink a lot of Sia and Noni juice, and Every now and then I might get a sniffle or something, but I don't get sick. But my ankles keep hurting. Oh my God. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Wait a minute. Can we? Okay, right here.
And Potterhouse, right? Yeah. So I would hear
I
stuff.
know in y'all community, y'all talk, y'all know.
Well, remember now, in our community, you got a lot of people who are gay, but nobody knows they're gay. But you can also remember there's a lot of secrecy going on. So if I'm over here escorting with whoever, you have to remember at this point in my life, I didn't even know what an escort was. So when I started to hear this stuff, I'm like, escort? What is going on here? So as I got older and people started talking more, oh yeah, I was here and there. I had a friend who was with Diddy. I'm like, okay, what were you doing with Diddy? And I remember just being very naive about a lot of stuff. And I heard about, from my friend who was with Diddy, that would have to been in, I was living in Buckhead, early 2000s, 2003, 2004. And I remember he was saying he went to Diddy, he was with Diddy and they was doing some stuff with Diddy. And I was thinking, what stuff? He wouldn't go into detail. He said, what were you doing with Diddy? But he wouldn't even call Diddy at that point. He was called Puff Daddy. So I was like, Sean Combs.
I mean, Sean Combs do got thick thighs and a fat ass now.
Well, this person was a actor. And when he started telling me this stuff, you don't know what to believe. You know, it's like, is this true? Why would he be with this individual?
That's
and
because
then,
that is true.
Everything came out.
Then it came out. So that's the crazy part. Eddie Long, in the mid-90s, I was talking, seeing what was going on, hearing stuff, not necessarily believing it. Because my friend Antonio was running around with these guys. I'm thinking like, well, it was a couple of guys. Kids. And I was thinking like high schoolers. I'm thinking, what are you doing with these? And Antonio was probably in his, if I was 26, 27, Antonio was probably in his early 20s. But these boys were definitely underage. They were definitely underage. I'm thinking,
and they were gay.
Yes. Yep. Wow. Yep. So it's just so funny. So I heard the stories about Eddie Long, then I heard the stories about Diddy, and I heard the stories about TDJ. I mean, so you hear stuff, and you're like, is it true? Is it real? Then you find out, oh yeah, it's true. It's true. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. But I guess the biggest shock for me was finding out that it was true that Puff Daddy had hired all these escorts. It was true. So when my friends were telling me it was true, they did go work for him. They did meet for him. They were paid by him. They never lied. They told the truth.
Okay.
I had one sit on my show. I was contacted by shout out to Rico. Rico came and did an interview a few months back, and his gay best friend reached out to me and said, my best friend used to work for Diddy. I said, what do you mean used to work? Diddy hired him to come and service him and his girl. When Rico sat down, I said, God damn. He said Diddy paid him 5 racks every time he came through.
Wow.
And he was subpoenaed by the grand jury and everything like that. But his testimony didn't go in line with what the feds were trying to convict Diddy of. He was saying everybody was consensual. Like nobody was being forced, nobody was being raped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So
that's what it looked like. The force happened before you got there, bruh. All the force and everything. That's just like the Epstein Island. Them people that's on the island, if they don't perform, right? Once the people leave, they're going to get their butt whipped. They're going to get put into these little dirt jails. I'm just guessing that. All kinds of torture will be happening to them before or after if they don't perform. Of course, they're going to perform with a smile on their face. They don't want to be starved to death. Imagine you haven't had anything to eat for 3 days. You tried. Try to not eat something for 3 days. You won't die. They give you a little bit of crumbs for 3 days straight. Or you're going to perform correctly. Come on, man. That's what's happening right here.
With what the feds were trying to convict Diddy of. He was saying everybody was consensual. Like,
right.
nobody was being forced. Nobody was being raped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can see that.
If there was a no, we stopped, according to him. But like, he was just like, but Diddy would use these modeling agencies to cast these men to come escort. Allegedly.
Well, my friend, he was an actor. And what took place with him, he said Diddy flew him several places. And I was just thinking, in my mind, I was just thinking, this nigga lying.
And now everything coming out.
And then I was like, and then finally, when all this content, but a few years, there were some things that happened with this individual over the years, and we got closer, and he really started telling me stuff. And I started listening. Now I'm listening. Even before this exploded, I would start listening to him because I'm thinking, okay, he's telling me some things that, he event places he went, people he met, things that he was doing. The escorting part of that, he met this person, he escorted, he paid $10,000 for this. It was just some really crazy stuff going on. And this man was living with HIV. They didn't want to have any sex with a condom. This was everything. When he was doing the sexual stuff, it was raw sex. He's telling me this stuff. I'm like, okay. Did they know you were positive? Did you tell these people? And he would go and so what Diddy was doing,
Dang, that's messed up. Man.
Obviously, there are a lot of people living that lifestyle. A lot of people. Not just him, but a lot of people. Because my friend was paid thousands of dollars by so many people flying all over the place.
And he was
private jets.
And he was HIV positive.
Yep.
What else did you hear about TD from the community?
Yeah, get back to
just
TD.
That they were escorting, that they met him, and they were just, like I said, very little things, but I've heard stuff that people would say.
What you hear,
about
man?
TD Jakes, like they met him here, they met them there, and they flew here, they went there, they went that. And I just kind of like, okay. Well, do you think he's gay?
No, I know he.
I wouldn't date him.
I don't know anything about TD Jakes very much, other than Potter's House. I've seen that. I know
he's
very
a
close.
phenomenal.
Swallow. Have you ever been swallowed? No straight man gonna say that, and I'm not gonna say allegedly. That's why they say pause or no Diddy. Swallow. Have you ever been swallowed? I wouldn't even want that to be a meme on me saying that. I couldn't know. Come on, man. I'm talking about something. I don't think so. Oh, I don't know. I know. Because see, he gay. That's why he don't know. He hoping. But he not gay or not gay. He not attracted to him. See, just because you gay, that don't mean you like all men. Right? Am I right? I'm straight and I don't like all women. There's a lot of women that I'm not attracted to. Good God Almighty, boys, a whole lot of them. Here we go, y'all.
Gay?
I don't know. I wouldn't date him.
I don't know anything about TD Jakes very much, other than Potter's House. I've seen that. I know
he's
very
a
close.
phenomenal preacher.
He can preach.
So is Eddie Long.
Yeah,
Eddie Long saved,
good speaker.
like spiritually saved my life through dark times. I would listen to his cassette tapes. So whether Eddie Long was gay or not, I didn't care.
Right.
It's just that, just don't be lying about who
everything.
You are. Don't be DL with your wife, messing with little boys. Now we got a problem. But that's when you start to separate the word from the person, because, a broken clock can be right twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, we can sit here forever.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know it's been a while.
Well, I hope that,
It's good. No, look, this is a wino request. My viewers are called the winos because we drink wine, unwind with Tasha K. So they were like,
this is water, y'all.
Yes, he going to the gym. He was like, they were like, Walter, you got to get Walter. When I was doing the Tyler Perry lawsuit, just kind of expose, just reading that verbatim and everything like that. So yeah, I'm glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I mean, I hope that I was able to provide.
Yeah, a lot more insight into what's being said. And we are a gossip platform. So
I got it.
You know, we just want to know what the streets are saying. And then when everything comes into fruition, it's like, bitch, I heard that.
Right. It's like, okay, I heard that. Yeah.
Everything's allegedly, even my name's allegedly. Don't play. Okay? But thank you so much,
Well,
Walter
thank you for
Lee.
inviting me.
Please tell everybody, right there's your camera. Where they can find you, follow you, because you actually...
So go to my YouTube channel. It's Walter Lee Hampton II. I'm also on Instagram, Walter Lee Hampton II, on YouTube, Facebook. There's Walter Lee Hampton II, and subscribe and watch my videos.
Yes.
Thank you.
And go all the way back. You got to go all the way back. Start from the beginning.
Yeah, I've been doing those videos since 2012.
When YouTube first was like getting popping.
I wish I had started a little bit sooner too. But because people kept telling me, you got to be on YouTube, you got to get on YouTube. And when I got on YouTube, it just exploded, So it just kind of took off for me. So I got kind of lucky with that. Because some people, I'm not at 100,000 views. Y'all push me to look at my videos, press like and subscribe, please. So I can get over 100,000.
Yes.
I've been at it for a long
I love
time.
it here. Hopefully we're going to have you back.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we got to go. Look at that camera and say, now you got to go.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night. I'm outta here.
Walter. And we're out.
Well,
thank you. I love this. It was just like a nice dialogue.
nice.
I can see myself like being friends with you for years. You're so easy to talk to.
What happens to a normal person?
Yeah, like it's just so easy. Like I was out with my I call them my gay husbands because they're married, and I married them.
Gotcha.
And so it was funny because when I married them, I was the officiant, and they let me wear the dress with the veil. So I walked down the aisle with a black dress on with a veil and turned around.
Everybody would get married.
So it was like they brought the femininity out of using me as the officiant in a wedding dress. And I was out with them last night, and I just, oh my God, you give me their same energy. They just love to have a good time.
Yeah, have fun.
Hey. Man, this girl, Tasha K. She be getting the people, baby. You get the peoples. Look here. Speaking of getting the peoples, I'm going to get on up out of here. Man, my foot is killing me. Feel a little teeny bit better. I wanted to do some outside reactions, but I'm going to stay my little tail. Hey, I'm staying inside, man. I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all know TDJ's got a little... TDJ got a son that's gay. And then you got two gay men talking about... he brought him over the house and all this type of stuff, man. He, good and well, TD Jakes is on, got some sugar in his tank. Y'all allegedly, gotta say allegedly. I don't want nobody come suing my little tail. Y'all know good and well, Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace.